balance of his time. For what purpose does the gentleman from Maryland seek recognition?
Speaker, parliamentary inquiry.
Recognize.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm looking over the rule that was passed late last night, and my reading of the rule indicates that there was a change in the standing rules of the House. And Mr. Speaker, I would like some parliamentary clarification on that provision. If you look at the resolution in Section 4, it says any motion pursuant to Clause 4 of Rule 22 relating to H.R. 5021, that's the transportation-related bill, may be offered only by the majority leader or his designee. Now, I'm looking at the standing rules of the House, Mr. Speaker, and the standing rules of the House provide that when the stage of disagreement has been reached on a bill or resolution with the House or Senate amendments, a motion to dispose of any amendment shall be privileged. And my question is, doesn't privileged mean available to any member of the House?
The gentleman is asking the chair to interpret the resolution, and that provision will not be determined by the chair while it's under debate.
Well, Mr. Speaker, my understanding of a parliamentary inquiry was where the Speaker was supposed to clarify questions of the rules and the parliamentary order. I'm simply asking whether or not in previous rulings by this House and by the parliamentarian, privileged has been interpreted to mean something that's available to any member of the House, not just to the majority leader or the designee of the majority leader.
The chair will not interpret this resolution during its pendency.
Parliamentary inquiry. At what point, if the chair does not want to interpret this parliamentary inquiry at this time, at what point would it be in order to ask the parliamentarian and the chair to interpret the rules of the House?
The chair will respond to parliamentary inquiries that are relevant to issues that are pending.
Parliamentary inquiry, is it not the rule passed out of the committee that is pending? That's the parliamentary inquiry. Is that what is pending before the House, the rule?
That's a matter for debate on the resolution.
But, Mr. Speaker, isn't the matter pending before the House the rule that with the designated chairman, acting chairman of the Rules Committee just spoke about?
House Resolution 696 is what is pending at this time.
That's correct. And I'm reading one of the provisions of that resolution, specifically Section 4 of that rule, which is before the House, which changes the rules of the House to say that a motion may only be made by the majority leader or his designee, as opposed to the privilege motion required under the underlying rule. Is that correct?
Well, as the chair has stated, the chair will not interpret the pending resolution. That is what is up for debate.
1 minute. If I could ask for 1 minute of time to discuss this matter.
The gentleman from Colorado is recognized.
Thank you. I'll further yield a minute to the gentleman from Maryland.
The gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
Yesterday we were on
the
floor of the House, Mr. Speaker, and our Republican colleagues passed a measure to sue the President of the United States, waste millions of dollars of taxpayers' money to sue the President of the United States, and the claim was the President has exceeded his authority. That's a specious claim, but what's incredible is the very next day our Republican colleagues are here suspending democracy in the House, changing the standing rules of the House to take away from any member of the House the opportunity to offer a motion with respect to the transportation bill, which is what the standing rules of the House provide, and they want to say, no, we're going to take that right away from a member and we're going to give it exclusively to the Republican leader or the Republican leader's designee. You know, Mr. Speaker, the last time we saw this happen on the government shutdown, our Republican colleagues used the same measure to refuse to take up the Senate bill which would have ended the government shutdown. They didn't want to end it, so they kept it going. That cost the American taxpayer $24 billion, $24 billion in damage to the economy. Let's not play games with the rule. This rule allows every member
Gentleman's time's
their
expired.
rights. The Speaker is not the king, and we should make sure that every member has an opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.